Welcome. This is workshop number 1. This is session 3, and it's on page 5 of your workshop outline. The first section is the job search email address with a signature block. First thing is, how many of you have a job search email address? If you don't, we highly suggest you get one. First of all, it allows you to segregate your regular email from your job search. It makes it easier for you to make sure you get all the emails that are involved in your job search. Second of all, if once you find a job, you're not going to want to have all those emails from CareerBuilder or Indeed.com or Glassdoor or whatever you have. So you can kind of shut that off. You don't have to visit that, and you don't get bombarded with those, even though sometimes you try to get rid of them. They seem to always remember you. Now let's talk about the signature block. How many of you have a job search signature block? If you don't, we suggest that you also use that on all of your emails that you have coming in regard to about anything you do. The only time I would say that you don't use a signature block, job search signature block, is when you still have a job and you don't want to have everybody know that you're looking for a job. If you don't have that, what I would suggest is that you let everybody know that you send an email out that you're looking for a job, and the signature block that we suggest allows you to do that. So on a signature block, and you're going to have that, again, I'm not going to explain it, but you can go into when you go into your inbox, you can find, or else I would suggest you Google it, and it comes up so that it stays on all of your emails. First of all, you're going to have the name that you go by, and that's going to be, most cases, that's going to be your full name in some way, shape, or form. We suggest there are many of you, if you have a last name Smith, that you use a 1, not at the end or at the beginning, but in the middle. Why? Because most people don't. What you want to make sure is that with that email signature block, everybody knows the name you go by on a regular basis, not a nickname. Second of all, you're going to have your job search email address on that. Again, that is going to be, as I explained earlier, it's going to be specifically for your job search, so people know who to contact when you're looking for a job. Second of all, you're going to have your cell phone number. And I would suggest, and in fact, I think it's imperative that everybody have their own cell phone. Don't use a landline number. Don't use an email or a phone number that you're sharing with someone else. This is going to be a cell phone number that you have that you specifically answer all the time. And lastly, number 4 is you're going to have the job you're seeking for at the bottom. Such as I'm seeking a career as an administrative assistant or a banker or a financial analyst. Whatever it is you want to be, you need to have that on there. Now, you may say, well, why do I want to do that? Well, what I use on mine is, because I'm a volunteer here at Passport, I put Passport to Employment, and then I say, helping the unemployed and underemployed find new careers. Well, I can't tell you the number of times when I'm sending out an email on something just totally different from what anything Passport has, and the first thing somebody asks me is, oh, what's Passport to Employment? What are you doing with the unemployed? It gets their attention, and that's what we want. Remember that if there's one thing that you want to do through this whole process is be different. If you're not differentiating yourself from everybody else, you're going to probably end up where everybody else is. So one of the keys that I can tell you is differentiating yourself from everybody else. And having a signature block like that is going to be different than almost anybody else that's looking for a job. So those are the first section. That section is going to be just on your signature block and on your job search email address. Thanks.